My enemies are many. My equals are none.
Welcome back to part 19 of my France Let's Play for Napoleon Total War with Darthmod. So, picking things up, we left them last time. We're pushing back the Prussians that have crossed over the bridge just south of Cleves. Once we've dealt with them, we can continue our assault on the Prussians to the north through Hanover. But first, let's deal with Ludwig von Wohl-Modden-Gimborn. That's a mouthful and a half. Was considering auto resolving this, but I think I'm going to fight it, try and minimize casualties. That way we won't have to replenish our forces as much, and we can keep the attack on the Prussians going. So in we go. As always, thanks for your comments, advice, tactics, and suggestions. Are all greatly appreciated. Do keep them coming. Okay, so are they going to deploy this side of the river? Because they've technically got that in their deployment, or are they going to be the other side? Yeah, I imagine so, because we can't even go up to the bridge to form like we normally would do, or the bridge, the fording point, which is there. Okay, they've got artillery of their own. I saw that. It's kind of another reason why I wanted to fight this one myself. Get our cannons just grouped up so I can maneuver them around. Where do we want to form up? Exactly the best terrain. We've got the little town there. Fairly open and flat around. I guess use the town to anchor our left flank. And just look for some terrain around it. Sort of a little rise there. If I fall back here, then I'm not going to have clear line of sight. So I've probably got to sit on that rise. Maybe maneuver the cannons forward just a smidge. Try and hold the road on the right. There's a little bit of a hill there. Just group up the cavalry into groups of 2. Let's get these guys set. Yeah, we'll have you guys kind of hidden in here for now. Take you guys off fire at will in case you shoot each other. In fact, we'll do it to the other one. Just to save them. General Bernadotte, let's say you'll set up your HQ behind this this building here for now. Try and keep you safe. And then cannons. Start with you guys unlimbered here, as long as you've got clear line of sight. Although I might actually, one of you, yeah, over in the flats here, across the plains, nice and clear. And then the other one, yeah, hold the high ground as far forward as I can get you. That looks all right, but I might just shuffle you to the left a little bit so it's a bit more central on that. That's going to mess you up. There we go. Good, 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 good. I think if we go the other side of that little rise there, can I not get you guys? Just like a smidge further forward would be ideal. But it'll do. We should be able to fire. And then you to guard the road over here. Or I could rush you up here to hold that high ground. That's what I think I will do. Just rush you up there. I don't know if it's going to be worthwhile doing or not. That might be maneuvering them too far. But we'll see. Right, let's get our infantry set up between the artillery. We'll pop. We should probably have 2, yeah, through the town here. That we can probably have 1 there. I'm not worried about spreading you all the way through, just because we've got the town buildings in between. So we'll do that. Leaves a bit of a gap, but it should be fine. Then I reckon it'll be 2 from this hill across to that one. Not quite. 2 more. Maybe even 3, actually. No, it's going to be more, isn't it? It's going to be 3. To get up to that hill, and then 2 more to hold that far right flank. Don't know if that's going to be needed or not, but we shall see.
When attacking across a river.
No, yeah, they've deployed some of their force across the river. and the rest of it the other side. So hopefully my artillery bombardment to start with is going to lure them to us or draw them in. Perfect with those guys though. Lovely. And there's infantry to hold there. Cavalry. You guys straight into the forest over there. They've got their artillery set up. Sort of a central battery across the river. Where are they firing? Okay, straight into the line. As long as it's not my artillery. I could try and knock theirs out. They're all pulling back for now. Let's see if we can knock out their artillery then. Have all my artillery focus on one. So they've got 3, haven't they? They're all pulling back over here. Well, that's the fording points. That's what's much easier for me to go across. So let's pull my cavalry over. Managed to draw these guys to us. That should spur the rest of their army to cross and face us. It's going to be our troops in line. Take a bit of a blasting to start with. Yeah, pull those cannons forward so they're better positioned, and then open up some fire with them. A little bit further forward, please. Also, thanks everyone for the kind of continued like historical facts and stuff that you guys are sharing about this period. It's a period of history that a reasonable amount about, but only through kind of my own, I guess, like research and interest through just like a little bit of study and what have you, and watching Sharp. Keep pulling you guys back so we've got the support of the infantry. In fact, march them forward. This is a mess and a half of... There we go, that's fine. We've managed to isolate those hussars. Have you take out those musketeers? Okay. What we'll do is have them attack from there, and we'll flank them. Get them. Hold them at the front. Charge them from behind. The perfect trap. That's them dealt with. There's a lot of cavalry coming through. And the infantry, so we're going to go to square with you guys. Their lancers are now there. Square anchoring that left flank rather nicely. They did actually get their cavalry through there to harass us. Have we taken out any of their artillery? A bit of shredding. But I think it's going to be the canister shot now. Yeah, that does not help him getting pressed up against the red line like so. Try and pull them back. Get them. There we go. There's the opening. Meanwhile, this square is just holding them all back wonderfully. And now the canister comes through. Beautiful. In you go. That's great square placement. If I do say so myself, which I do. Well fought, men. Well fought. Marching over there. Horse artillery. They're actually bringing it up. Brought it across. Interesting. So once we've cleared that unit away over here, I'm going to swing around with this cavalry and hunt down the rest of those troops over there, I think. Oh, that is, yeah. Piling on in that. Turn around for those hussars. Oh, a little bit of friendly fire.
Victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Yep. That's what we expect. I'm gonna pull this line back. You've done a great job. Advance with the artillery unsupported. Thank you very much. It's my cavalry's dream, that. You're gonna friendly fire all over the place, aren't you? I should have turned you guys off. My bad. Pull that unit up there as a reserve. There's really no need for it. I mean, we've got that whole line there completely clear. Musketeers over here. They are close enough just about to support that cannon, but too late. Woo! Shots onto the bridge. That could have been pretty devastating, actually. Thankfully, very minimal damage. And so one thing I kind of wish was a little bit more rebalanced, actually, that bridge health was either a lot lower or artillery did way more damage to it. It would be nice to kind of... I mean, I've done it in past campaigns where I've sat horse artillery at the sides of bridges and blasted them into oblivion, so the AI had to go on the fording point. But typically you can avoid that just by deploying everything over towards the fording point anyway, and the AI then doesn't use the bridge. But it would be nice to have maps where perhaps there isn't even a fording... Well, no, you've got to have a fording point, because otherwise the AI would be like... wouldn't know what to do once you destroy the bridge. I guess it would be kind of cool to have just, I guess, multi-layered options where they try and use the bridge and you could essentially ford across any part of the river. But, I mean, maybe there's a fording point like that where you could move across and you wouldn't take any attrition to your troops, but you could actually have them try and swim across or wade like across, even if they went up to like their necks, essentially. But you would potentially lose some troops because some of them like drowning, getting swept away, whatever. I mean, I've got the two horse. Let's limber you guys up and bring you guys over to that fording point now. In you go, Cav. I don't know. Maybe the AI would always... You could set the AI to... You would always try and favor the non-attritioning ford or a bridge first. But if those had been blocked or... I don't know... taken out already, then they would have no other choice but to try and wade through or to retreat and not be able to give battle as such. But then I guess it would be nice to have like maybe like a map with bridges, no fording points, and if you destroy the bridges then the enemy has no choice but either to withdraw or try and cross the deeper water. Perhaps, I don't know. Or maybe you could have it so they could build like a little flotilla or build a bridge across. you could destroy that. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what the kind of the right option is specifically there, but just more tactical options I think is always a good thing for the future of the series. Let's have one down there. It's gonna be fairly clean sight lines. Don't know if this is even going to be needed, to be honest. Some additional support isn't going to be bad, though. Right, the cavalry, get them across the fording point, harass the general staff. You guys are all reserves now. Limber. On limber. Open up the canister. The point blank shots there.
Our men are running, sir.
They're broken. Ah, you guys were the heroes of the left flank there. That's okay. Enemy generals down. We'll cover their retreat by charging in with all the cav. Swarm them. Tell all the cannons to limber back on up because I don't want to risk them firing into my cavalry. The rest of the troops, because the cavalry have got this one. You guys have rallied. Well done, men. Back to your position. Bernadotte, bring you forward now like you've been there. Not safely out of harm's way the whole battle. Yeah, continue. Let's finish them off. So who's still firing? Yeah, I feel like I've gone off on like a tangent about bridges and rivers and stuff, but also yeah, keep the historical like info coming in. But one that I really enjoyed from last episode, we just read it. It was from Soren saying, funnily enough, this was a case of art mimicking life. Karl von Clausewitz actually took part in a real-life Prussian defeat when Napoleon invaded Prussia in the summer of 1806. He was captured and held prisoner for a while. He wasn't yet a general at that point. However, he was only 26 years old. And it was the battle was at Jena, the Battle of Jena Oderstedt. Probably butchered that. About 200 kilometers southeast-ish of where I currently fought. Or where I was fighting at the river crossing by Hanover. So yeah, I like that you kind of have some similar-ish setups essentially. You know, characters are, you know, this is just happy accident on our part. We're not specifically trying to follow the exact kind of campaign paths and routes that Napoleon took, but interesting to see kind of how that works. Yeah, I'd set these guys to fire in advance at the kind of like the last minute there, but I'd really maybe today, or if not the next episode out on Wednesday, I'll try and see if I can get a good showing of fire in advance. It actually is quite nice and quite useful at times if you can set it up properly. I think that's really all we need to do. Is a few more troops just fleeing across the battlefield, only small little specks of it. Got the huge cavalry engagement there. That's what I actually would wish it would do in all Total Wars, actually, and it's something that I've had an issue with for like years and years, and I've said it across all these Let's Plays, that when the last unit leaves, it just suddenly ends and it just freezes the frame. I'd love it for either the frame to go on a few more seconds longer. Like, maybe even if it just goes into a little bit of a slow-mo, like it plays at like 0.75 speed rather than full 1 speed, if that makes sense. And then if it came up close victory like that, you could, or it ends straight away and it freezes the whole frame so you can't move anymore. But it has an option to say, I don't know, survey the battlefield, which is you click an option and then you're just back on the battlefield. Everything's just playing. Maybe it makes it so that no units will shoot or kill any more units anymore because the battle has ended as such. So you're not using it as an opportunity to inflict more casualties, but you just want to survey the battlefield, because I'd love to kind of see some of these battlescapes and like review them afterwards a little bit. Right, we lost 657. I think that's pretty good going. 3,999 remaining. Well done, Cav. Let's push them back there. I mean, I'm not going to worry about those little specks. We've got some small force here that can go in and just get the order resolves. You guys yet to cross over. Prussians got a force there. I was going to bring this army up here, potentially to help me fight at Hanover, because Murat's force took quite a beating. But what I actually think I'm going to do is fight this manually, just Murat, and then we'll bring up this army to press across, maybe even oust the Prussians from the market here, and sort of protect Nero's depleted force so he has a chance to replenish up. One of you saying, watch out about Oldenburg. Yeah, I know I need to deal with that. I brought Napoleon on over. He's got his new artillery, which again, some of you were saying, like, is it actually better than the others? Not necessarily. It's got slightly more range, and I think technically, I don't know if it actually shows it as that. No, it does show firepower. I think the firepower is slightly better than previous cannons. But yeah, 310 firepower. I don't know if I've got any of my other cannons to compare it to. Can I recruit some? Let's see. If we take the horse artillery, so yeah, firepower 170. So these guys are more accurate though. They've got 60 accuracy, 42 reload skill. That compared to the cannons, 50 accuracy and 50 reload. So the reload skill is actually better than the horse artillery. Interesting. But yeah, they are. The horse artillery is more accurate. So the horse artillery I find is more useful for sniping enemy cannons. But then the sheer damage that the 12-pounders can do with their increased firepower is, there's certainly, I think someone was suggesting that they weren't necessarily, they were just like an alternative sort of tool to use within your tool belt of cannons, which partially agree with, but they are also more powerful, the 12-pounders. So we've now got 4 12-pounders in Napoleon's army. It's ready to march. So let's grab his full force and we will bring him in to press the attack through Hanover as well. So we'll send him that way. That seems to be the quickest route through the Netherlands. We will need some troops here. Oh, we can actually get some more grenadiers. Oh, we've just, with the barracks is just complete. Of course, I was gonna pop some more troops in, wasn't I? But no, we'll get Napoleon marching and we'll send him an upgrade relief force as such. So what have we got? We've got grenadiers of the line, which are pretty solid. They don't have as many troops as the Fusiliers. The Guards of Paris. I mean, they should probably stay in Paris. Their attack is 15, morale 16, so they've got very high morale. Actually, it's pretty much as good as Grenadiers. How does that compare to just Fusiliers? Where are they? And Fusiliers actually have got really good stats there. French Carabiniers à pied got actually 49. That's really good. Almost kind of look like a mix between almost like grenadier skirmishers. Those are all the troops we've already got. So yeah, looks like we've got a load of grenadiers to add into the line. Yeah, you know what? Let's add in 4 grenadiers. I don't know if we'll add all of them into Napoleon's army. I'm going to give him some of these guys because he's got the Voltigeurs already, which actually probably better. They've got insane morale, 24 morale, sharp shots. There's only 160 of them though, so we could try some of them, and then I will start recruiting the guard the Paris Guard as well. Can we get better cavalry? We can get the heavy cavalry reserve, which are solid, stonking units. Wow. Okay, in that case, let's definitely send some of that to Napoleon. We can only have 3 of them. There's the French-Polish Lancers. We can have 2 of them. Wow, that charge bonus 43. And the French-Dutch Lancers, the Red Lancers. Yes, we unlocked some decent new ones there. That's good. Good, good, good. Okay, yeah, get them in there, and then we'll get some Grenadiers. Just go for the full Grenadiers. There we go. Get them ready for him. That can be upgraded again once we've got the conscription infantry tactics. So yeah, we need to do some research. We can get that going. Let's get that going straight away. It's got 3 agents in there, so it should be quicker. Let's just compare that to Oxford. Oxford would take 8 turns. Okay, so it's only a turn in it, but still. Get the Grand Battery. Liege going there. Yeah, everyone's got something to research. A lot more things here. Once we get to the military academy, that increases the number of generals we can have, which is good. Happy days. Let me just check that we've got everything. Yeah, taxed. Okay, good. Let's get some more recruitment going. Wales, you're all happy. Musket manufactory. Let me switch that over to that one, because that generates us some wealth as well. Commercial port is good. Yeah, 1-2 was saying, have you forgotten about your merchantmen up here? No, I've not forgotten about them. They are there. They are meant to be there. We could in fact get some more merchantmen from our various ports. Can't do that there. Must be one down here, surely. Yeah. To go on to other trade nodes there. Okay, you guys. Oh, we got more 122 gun ship of the lines. We've sent my whole fleet over here, haven't we? Hunting for a potential foe that we can face. But yeah, we probably need to pick up a militia unit to kick out some enemy fleets from port so we can have some naval showdowns. I mean, it's going to be an absolute slaughter because nobody's got a fleet that can quite match ours right now. But we can still have some fun with it. Let's go through. You're not going to stop me. Feel free to try, guys. We can send the unit militia up there to pop them in. So send them that way. And the other fleet is on its way. Oh, there's the Dutch with an army. Other fleets down here. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to send you guys the... That's what I was looking for. Send you guys the 122s. So you've got a bit more strength. Wait for them to come on down, and then we'll group up with them now. So we've got some reasonable firepower down here. Now, I was meant to be checking. There it is. Santissima Trinidad. If we were to go to war with Spain, that is the ship that we certainly want to capture. 140 guns, which is the most in Napoleon. Let's pop you into Madrid, in fact, and see if we can set up a spy network so I can see everything over here. Don't know if Spain are going to kick off, but we shall see. Right, that fleet is now well and truly a powerhouse. So yeah, I don't think anyone could test, which is why I said what I said with regards to the naval battles. Kind of once they were fought against the British and they're over, sure, there may be some naval battles that we can still have against other factions, but I don't think we'll ever quite have a big clash like we did with the British. They are the powerhouse of the game in terms of naval ability. All right, I was looking to see what we could do here. Budapest, we've replenished, but they have multiple armies, so we're going to need multiple armies to go after them, which is going to be you guys. I don't know how the army of Vienna manage it. You'll be fine. You need to stay there because otherwise Austria will push in. I think we also need to watch that bridge because otherwise they'll press in there, I would have thought, for Vienna. It's whether you can get up there, but you're going to be drawing in 2 full stacks essentially, so you do need a supporting force. I kind of wonder if I should wait until I've got a few more troops here. That said, they're not going to be pushing in this way, so all these guys can go on up. Greb's still fine. Right, you've still got another unit there. That's a lot of... I mean, what I could do actually is concede this bridge here and pull back there. That way, if they do attack it, we'll be within reinforcement range. So then I can still push with these guys. The problem is going to be if I move forward with that one, I don't know if it's going to pull in this. I'm moving up with you. So we'll do that once we have fought at Hanover, because I imagine we'll be drawn into a battle straight away, and then we'll move you up. We're repairing that. Not too worried about that. Force there. It can be dealt with by this army. This force, in fact. Let's just go for a little walk with these guys. Be surprised if they actually stand, but they do. Probably because they can't retreat anymore. No, nice. Pull you back. Napoleon's marching. That little force is not going to be enough to shatter there. In fact, we can march out with them. Right, Hanover. Murat. In we go. Okay, we've got some high ground. Unfortunately, it's just out of reach. But they have no artillery. They could come straight to us. Would we have enough time? We're all horse artillery. We'd probably have enough time to rush forward, set up. We're not going to be under immediate threat from them. It's quite a nice position if we can control that high ground with the cannon very quickly.
Damn this weather, sir. Wet powder makes misfires a certainty.
But also, we're not at full strength. And I'd prefer to be in a stable position and have them march to me. But we've not got that in our deployment area at all. So we will have to rush forward, I think. Yeah, go there, that ridge. With you guys, it's going to be a staggered line back. Like so. Column attack is not as it was, but I feel I'm going to need you guys. Yeah, as much of you as I can. We'll have you guys holding that right, and then we've got some reasonable number of Fusilier in the center to try and hold up. We still have a decent number of cavalry. Don't really want to go that way if we get caught up in the city, so we'll have the cavalry supporting this side. We'll leave this unit of cav just in that little group of trees there, and Murat over on that side. Okay. That is not a good position, but I can go to about there. We've gone quite far forward. Go. I don't know if those cannons are far enough forward to actually fire properly. These guys certainly will be. That's it. Focus up all in the center. Hold the high ground. Fire into him. Nice. That's a terrible position for that cannon. Set too far back amongst the line. Okay, that right flank's just been broken. Send the cavalry in to finish them off. They've got stakes at the back. Fire right in front of you. Okay, you don't have the best shots here. You're just on the reverse of the hill. Fire across into these guys. Straight into them there. Fire into them there. Fire into their advance. Good. Actually, I'm going to pull my cavalry back because we just need to break these guys to win. We do not need to hunt them down, charging into the overlapping fields of fire of my cannon. So let's not do that if we can help it. Break the infantry, which should be fairly straightforward to do. What we need to do is take out their general, which I thought was cavalry, but then realised they don't have an actual general here, so it's more like they've got a captain in the musketeers. What I'm going to do is send you guys through the fences, round, flank it, because I think my line, now that it's set up and it's firing all those targets, as they rally and come back for the next round of attack, we can just see them off. So if we can just take out that general, then job done. Let's get the lancers down here. They might move in, but they've got a wider spacing between their defenses here, so that's fine. They're all fleeing towards the city. If that general wants to go to their doom, to my line of canister, they can. If not, my cavalry will very happily take them out. I'm not going to really get the opportunity to do fire and advance here, so I won't worry about trying to make that work. These guys may all rally. So cavalry, ensure that they don't. There's a general in these trees somewhere. How do we feel about how trees work in Total War? Obviously, I'm trying to think which Total War it changed. Was it Rome 2 onwards, or was it more recently? Was it Warhammer onwards, Warhammer 1 onwards, where if you go over the trees, you have an option to make them, to reveal them. Or I think to start with, there wasn't an option. They just revealed on their own, but then later they added in that option that if you wanted the trees to reveal or not. As frustrating as I find it, that's why I don't like fighting forest battles in a lot of the older Total War titles, because you can't peel back the vegetation to look for the enemy. I actually kind of now, I think, maybe appreciate the, I guess, tactical significance of it, in that I'm looking around, having to try and find out where those forces are coming through the forest, because they could pop out at any point, and I need to be ready to take out the enemy, or reposition my line ready to face the enemy wherever they're coming from. There we go, they've broken. So actually, like, with this scenario, I'm kind of like, you know what, as annoying as it is to deal with, I kind of get it. I kind of like the tactical element that I was like, yeah, you can't just see, okay, you're playing as a god's eye view of the battlefield anyway, but you can't see necessarily as clearly through all those trees and forests, so it gives the AI a chance to kind of hide. Okay, you can't just look through the vegetation in later Total Wars peels back, but that doesn't reveal units that are already hidden moving through them, I guess. But I don't know. What do you guys? Or maybe it should only be in a very small area around the player that it peels back and the rest actually stays put all the time. Good work. We lost 137. That's pretty decent. I could be setting up some protectorates, but I'd rather just claim it all for myself now. Ensure we don't lose it. I could send you guys to Oldenburg, but they've still got a good chunk of troops there. They've got some artillery as well. I mean, it mainly is militia. I don't know if the Oldenburg AI is actually set to be aggressive or not, if it's capable of that. I mean, what we probably could do is pull one of these armies back and have Napoleon and that other army link one up. Or we could risk it all and just send Napoleon on in and hope the power of his new cannons is strong enough to shatter Oldenburg. We might be able to get away with, if they don't intercept us, sending a single unit to siege Oldenburg, and then we take out the army outside, and then we've got a slam dunk, finishing off the rest of them. We'll have to see. Well done, Murat. Steady under fire. Of course you are. Now we can send that single unit of infantry. Well done. Back in you go. Lovely stuff. Right. Let's just check. I've not forgotten about any other armies besides the ones. God, it's 10,000 militia in London. Solid. Yeah. Apart from these armies here, which I plan to move in a moment. 4,000 at Cardiff. Napoleon's moving on through. You're there. Gibraltar. We are, yep, slowly but surely building up a steady garrison there. No, that's all we need to worry about. Good. Right. Well, I just wish I could pull these guys in together. I guess if one triggers, I'm going to have to retreat. Of the two forces, who do I actually want to fight with? Massena's there, but the army of Venice is quite strong. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, it may not want to trigger now. That's good. Which means I should be able to siege. There we go. I can siege Budapest. And then with Massena, we can strike the smaller forces around, which are going to retreat. Amazing. Good. And we're pushing the Austrians into the advancing lines of the Ottomans. So that is going to be terrible for them. That's good, though. God, they've got 18 pounders. I forgot. Yeah, the Ottomans. Don't they have like the large... Is it the Ottomans and the Russians that have the largest cannon? The Russians have the unicorns, which are devastating howitzers. I think the Ottomans get the largest artillery of the age, or they field the largest artillery of the age. They haven't gone for Transylvania, though. Just check in here. Okay. Well, with that done, how's that look? Still need to fight it, because they've got some decent troops in there. The Swiss infantry, German fusiliers. One artillery piece, so that is A-OK. Can Massena actually siege now? Yes, he can. So I'm going to pull you back and have Massena strike with his force. Then looking at the reinforcements, what do we want coming in? Do we want more cavalry? Oh, they're coming in still. Really? Okay, so Massena could actually march on and see these guys off, because they're still reinforcing, which they weren't before, were they? So I guess we'd have to send Massena here. I was hoping the Ottomans could get that job done for us. Okay, yeah. Send him there. Ah, no, I can't hit them. Great. Oh. Oh, is Massena controlling the area now? Or was it because Massena was attacking within range of those guys to draw them in? Yeah, I think that's what it is. This army isn't. Okay, so yeah, we want to attack with this army. Okay. Thankfully, they don't have much artillery, so that's okay. We will have all of this army's artillery coming. I don't know why I'm organizing it. I don't know if it'll save because we'll fight this at the start of the next episode. But let's see if it saves the arrangement that I make here. If not, this is just good planning for next time. So we'll have all the artillery coming on in. We won't worry about the cavalry. They can come in last. Yeah, then it's just all infantry coming in. Massena, you can come on in with your cavalry. I don't think we'll need Massena's artillery for this battle. So that can come in last, if at all, which, yeah, probably won't do. So we'll have his cav come in along with all that. Perfect. Right, well, we will open with the Battle for Budapest at the start of the next episode. Until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Until the next one, take care and ciao for now.